Hey Dungeon Crawlers, this is Dorks at Disadvantage, a D&D podcast by Dorks for Dorks, where we show you don't have to have a big group to have a great time playing D&D. And now, here's your hosts, Jennifer and Austin Caldwell. Hey everyone, and welcome to the Dorks at Disadvantage podcast. As always, I am Austin.
And I am Jennifer. Hello, hello.
Hello everyone, and we are excited to be back. Jen's got a brand new character that she's going to be playing today. Do you want to open by talking about your new character?
Oh, of course. So I am playing my absolute favorite character. I've had her she's probably my longest character besides my halfling, but I'm not connected with her because she was my very first build. So I had no idea what I was doing at that time, but now I really figured out what I like, and she is so wonderful, my favorite. But Hugh Dankwood is a sprightly female dwarf bard. She looks like your classic warrior dwarf. She is dressed to the teeth with any armor, weapons, and instruments that she can carry. Her favorite instrument is the bagpipes, but she also loves to play her lute when she loots bodies. She has an ember gem earring that hangs on the left side of her ear, and it looks to have a nice shine to it. Hugh has long, wild red hair, and she also has long hair coming out of her ears that's frizzing outwards. It's very possible when meeting Hugh, you would probably not recognize her to be a woman. Her voice is booming and she's not very ladylike, but she is fearless and will befriend anyone that says hello to her. Hugh has a lot of ambition. She began her journey to become a hero to prove her father wrong, because even she, a female dwarf, can become a warrior, create her own unique brews, and even one day run her own brewery.
Very nice. Yeah, I think Hugh is my favorite character that you've dabbled around with so far. Are you going to talk about the origin of the earring, or you want to save that for another time?
Yeah, we'll save it. We'll embed it in there somewhere.
Gotcha. Yeah, don't want to give too much away.
Right.
I understand. I understand that fully. Yeah, so you got anything new you want to bring up or discuss this time, Jen, before we get started today?
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to bring up a movie that I'm excited to see.
Yeah.
That I'm not sure when it's coming out. Oh, in December. That's right. November or December. But it's called Behemoth. And
yeah, that's right. Pedro Pascal.
Yeah. So Pedro Pascal obviously is a fantastic actor, but I've not really been interested in anything that he's been in. It's just not been things that I want to see. But this is something that I'm super excited about, and Will Arnett is also in it, and I think this is going to be, it may be the movie of the year, I'm guessing.
I think it's quite possibly the truth. I'm very excited about that as well. I think the first time I saw Pedro Pascal was his sort of smaller role in Game of Thrones, if you'll remember that one. But I also saw him in Mandalorian. But like you, I haven't really followed his movies a lot or anything like that. Haven't really got into it. I didn't watch the one with Nick Cage in it.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
Yeah, so I haven't seen that one. But I am excited about Behemoth. Looking forward to that very much so.
His first appearance, I think the first show he was in was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So that goes a little ways back.
Yeah, that was a day or two ago, but, we don't have to date ourselves or anything like that.
No. But yeah, that is all the news I have. Just getting ready for Gen Con.
Yeah, absolutely. I am excited about Gen Con as well. We will be walking around hopefully with our new Dorks at Disadvantage shirt that Jen's going to be wearing.
Yay!
And I'm going to be wearing the hat. And we're going to see how that goes. We're going to see what the prints look like. And as we progress here, we may start offering those things up for sale.
Yeah, if anyone's interested, and of course we say any advice you can give running through Gen Con, that'd be great. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into.
I got some good advice from some folks that I have played GURPS with in the past, and it was drink plenty of water and wear comfortable shoes, which is always a good one, and the other one was do not wear a gorilla suit. But I was planning on wearing one, so now I'm a little bummed.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see you doing that.
I would love to do that. But no, I was told that this event is going to have around 70,000 folks, whereas the Comic-Con in New York is going to have like 250,000 folks a year. So this one is small potatoes compared to that one.
But this is still bigger than anything we've ever done. Basically, the biggest thing we've been to is Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo, yeah.
And we just stayed under the tent. We used to work at the restrooms. We used to work there, and we would give people toilet paper if need be, and they would give donations to the high school band, and that was a great gig. I really miss it.
Well, I would wager the guess that Gen Con is going to smell a lot better than Bonnaroo.
Yeah, I would hope so. You don't know.
You never know
yet.
We went on that poo cruise together, and I wasn't expecting that to smell.
Just to be clear, we didn't go on the poo cruise.
It wasn't the poo cruise.
Right.
Yeah.
But we have done a cruise once, and I will never go back. I couldn't. It was not for me.
In its own way, it was also a poo cruise, not to the extent that the very famous one is, but we went on a Carnival cruise back in 2019. It was our first ever cruise. Could be our last. I don't know. I think it's
our
going
last.
to be. I think it is going to be Jen's last. But we went on the cruise. Everything opened up just fine. I'm like, hey, this is going to be fun, And then you start smelling sewage, and that was by like day 2. Right, that we started smelling the sewage, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And you had all of these folks, coming from the pools that were up top, on the upper deck there, and they were coming down. They go down the elevator, and they would all pass through sort of the main thoroughfare, promenade, whatever you want to call it, and it was all carpeted. So you just had all that nasty water just going right down in the carpet. So you had mold and sewage, and it wasn't great. It wasn't great. Now, I've heard that you get what you pay for, and if you go Carnival, that you're going to suffer. I've heard that from several people. But at the time, we couldn't afford a Royal Caribbean or anything, and it was our first cruise, so we're like, we didn't know what to expect.
And our last.
Yeah. Maybe our last.
It's too commercial. Like, there's just ads everywhere. They're playing the same popular songs that you're hearing on the radio that year. So it's just, that's one song was on loop the entire time. That drove me crazy. There was no water available. You had to buy water bottles, which was $7 at the time. In what year was that?
2019.
Yeah.
It was pre-COVID. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm guaranteeing it's a lot more expensive now, but I was so dehydrated. They really try to encourage you to go for the alcohol.
I think that's what made me the most mad about the whole cruise, other than the fact that it was like every chance someone got, they tried to sell you something, which I heard is normal, but that's not my bag. But the lack of accessibility to water. I'm like, what do you do? I mean, if you have an emergency, I guess you can ask the bartender and they'll pour you a glass of water. But otherwise, you've got the bottles that are sitting in your room that are like $7 a piece. And yeah, that wasn't my bag either. So.
And with my personal health problems, I have to have a lot of water.
Yeah. I
have to drink a lot to stay healthy, feel good every day. So that was, I was pretty miserable. But the thing I loved about it is I actually found a conch shell on the beach.
Yeah.
Which was really, really cool. There's a tiny little hole in it, so you could see a seagull had pecked it and ate the
conch out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was so excited to see it because it actually was the same color as the beach. And there was a woman that was walking ahead of us, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, she's probably seen it. But I was like, I want to get it. And I was so excited.
Yeah, that was a cool memento. Yeah, I think overall we're probably just not cruise people.
I'm not.
Because a lot of folks that I've talked to, I've sort of bellyached about these things we're discussing, and they're just like, that's pretty commonplace for a cruise, man. Like that's what you got to expect. And I'm just like,
And it's cool if that's your bag. It's just definitely not mine.
I think I'm a train guy. That's a different subject.
He likes trains. But we will go ahead and start our game. I'm pretty excited.
Let's do it. Let's kick it off. So today we're going to be doing a story based on Wrecker Alley that's available on Drive-Thru RPG, and that is by Roan Studio. I've kind of created my own little adventure out of that, and we're going to kick it off right now. So our story opens on the Bay of Spirits, where Tall Robert and Hugh Dankwood are transporting a wagon load of goods to the town of Hawkstone. However, a major storm is brewing, and they must soon take shelter. They see a cozy little tavern at the top of a cliff called the Kettle and Kraken Inn. It's a stone building that sort of looms over the beach, and you can see a beacon already lit at the top of the tavern. They make their way to the door, and they see it's an old red door with paint peeling off. Once inside, a warm fire roars in the hearth. The smell of cooking fish completely fills the tavern, and old fishing and boating supplies adorn the walls. A bartender is hunched over his bar, drinking ale with what appears to be a very attractive female priestess.
Hugh puts her hands together, she rubs them, and she says, "Oh, it smells like they've got some good food here."
Yes, Miss Hugh. Very delicious indeed. I smell some sort of a fish dish that I'm just dying to try.
Aye, and she goes up to the counter and she speaks to the bartender and she says, "What be your best fish here?"
Oh, hello there, madam. Well, I've got all sorts of tasty fish dishes here for you today. We've got codfish eyes baked in a sausage loaf. We also have my favorite. It's a perch tooth soup. We've also got a little bit of dried tuna with a little bit of a scrape nettle salad. All sorts of tasty things. Interested in any of those? Oh, and also crayfish kimchi with the bogweed biscuits. That's one of my favorites.
She looks over at Tall Robert and she's beaming at him like, "What sounds good?"
Tall Robert is elated at all of these dishes, and he's just like, I don't know what to try first. I'm so excited to try them all.
"Give us a couple of the bogweed and 2 sets of eyes."
Absolutely. And I tell you what, I'll throw in a couple of mugs of hot hurl fruit ale for free for you.
That's mighty kind of you, thank you.
Absolutely. My name is Max, by the way, Max Taverner.
"Max Taverner," and I grab his hand and shake it vigorously. "It's a pleasure to meet you."
Yeah, it's funny because this guy is built. He has these 2 really big forearms. You can tell that he is a monk, and he has these intricate nautical tattoos going up either arm, but he just throws this massive arm out, and it looks like Hugh's going to just shake his arm off.
Yes, absolutely.
He's standing there vibrating, and he's just like, oh, pleasure to meet you there. So he's just like, I tell you what, I'll only do 5 gold pieces for the whole thing today.
I hand it to him.
Thank you kindly there. I'll be back in just one moment. And he goes back to get the food, and the priestess kind of turns and just kind of gives you a side eye as she's sitting there.
And I'm just beaming at her, excited. I'm sitting at the booth, so it's those stool chairs.
Yes.
They're really high, so her feet are swinging back and forth, and she kind of is holding the seat as she's swinging, and she looks over and she's just smiling at the priestess, and she's grinning ear to ear, and she's like, "What'll ye be having today?"
She just looks at you and she's just like, "Of course, I have the marrow mead. It is the best of drinks."
Perhaps you would be adventurous to try a new brew I've been working with.
Oh?
And she goes into her bag and pulls out this green jar. It has a cork in it, and she pops it open. And you
Very
can
well done.
see this steam coming out of it, and it has almost a greenish color to it, maybe a little yellow. And she hands it to her, and she says, "I call this Skimgrim. It's my very first brew."
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Absolutely. 16.
16. With a 16, she's like, interesting. I will try it. And she takes a small sip. Now, for the listeners, we have a poison mechanic for Hugh Dankwood's Skimgrim. And so if anyone were to try the Skimgrim, they have to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 12. If not, they're going to take 1d4 plus 2 poison.
Mm-hmm. So to be clear, Hugh means well. She's trying to make brews. She just makes them a tad too strong. Most people will not be able to handle it, and she also is poison resistant, so she's not going to notice the difference.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm going to go ahead and roll the con save here for the priestess. She did get a 19, so she's going to save on that.
She must have sipped it very...
She did just do a little tiny sip. She smelled it first, which was probably a mistake. And then she took a little tiny sip of it, and she's just like, I think that could use some work, dearie. And she hands that back to you.
Probably not enough skim, right?
It's lacking a certain anything.
And nothing.
Yes. It's lacking a certain taste.
Got it! I need more taste in there. And she gets out her quill and she starts scribbling vigorously, and she's still smiling. She's so excited for somebody to try it.
Making notes. Yeah, meanwhile, Tall Robert's just like, it looks like Max is coming back with our meals. And Max comes back out of the back, and he's got a tray full of the codfish eyes and whatever else that you ordered. And he just sits that down in front of you along with the 2 mugs of the Hurlfruit Ale. There we go, something for my special travelers.
She tries to get a little fancy with the brew. She holds it up, swirls it around, and sniffs it. And she does little tastes, and then she just downs it. You can see the beer is coming out from the sides, and she does this massive belch.
That's hilarious. Tall Robert reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a small wooden skewer and he starts to skewer the codfish eyes. And then he's just taking the codfish eyes and he's dipping them into the Hurl Fruit Ale and swirling them around, smelling that, giving them a little try. And he's like, I shall have to remember this for some of my recipes.
And then you see Hugh, she takes an eyeball and she puts it like at the top of her fist, right underneath her thumb or above her thumb, and she pops it, makes it fly in the air, and she catches it.
Very nice. So as you guys are enjoying your meals, the priestess continues to sort of ply the bartender with drinks. Come on over here and have another drink with me, Max. Oh, how could I turn you down, pretty lady? And so he goes over to have another drink with her. Meanwhile, it's starting to get more and more stormy outside. And as you guys enjoy your meal, you are approached by two very fit young men. One of them has a trident and the other one has a cudgel in his hand. And they both look at you, and the first one with the trident begins to speak. Are you two travelers?
Aye, we are.
Excellent. I am Karl. And the other one says, I am Jarl.
Karl and Jarl! And she grabs both of their hands. She actually crosses her arms to grab each one of theirs and shakes it.
They're a little confused by this, but they sort of heartily shake your hand. And Karl is like, well met indeed.
How can I be of service to you?
Well, you see, the high winds have brought a derelict ship down toward the shore, out on the coastline. We have reason to believe that this ship is filled with all sorts of loot just ripe for the taking.
Aye, that sounds mighty nice.
We just need a couple of strong backs like yourself to help us to unload the loot and bring it up here to the tavern before the storm really gets blowing.
She pops the last fish eye in her mouth and it's sticking out of her cheek like a chipmunk. And she hops out of her chair and she says, this sounds like a job for us, Tall Robert. Are you ready?
I suppose I'm a bit apprehensive. It's looking very bad outside.
We probably should wait till the storm dies down.
And then Jarl begins to speak. No, if we wait till the storm dies down, then the ship may be back out to the open ocean, and then we wouldn't be able to get to the loot. Also, you got to think about the wreckers. And Karl looks over at him and is just like, shh, tries to shush him.
The wreckers?
Then Karl's just like, I guess there's no use in trying to pretend. Aye, there are wreckers around. These people, they go out in the night with lanterns and torches and beacons and they try to attract ships to the rocky shoreline. Once the ships are wrecked, then they go and steal the loot from those boats.
Aye, so we better hurry before they come and get the loot.
Absolutely. A storm is nothing to slow down a wrecker.
And she encourages Tall Robert to join him. She's dragging him.
Tall Robert's still trying to eat as you're pulling him away from the table. He's still trying to stuff his face with the fish eyes, and then he's just like, I suppose, but we better make this quick.
Aye, that's a good lad. pat him on the back, which is way too hard. And a fish eye pops out.
Yeah. He coughs. It just goes flying across the tavern. You hear it hit the wall and bounce off the floor. So, Hugh Dankwood, Tall Robert, and their newfound companions, Karl and Jarl, head down to the coast as the storm looks like it's drawing closer and closer. After a while, I would say about a 3-mile walk, you see the derelict ship just sort of bouncing around at the mercy of the waves, just off of the shoreline. Karl looks at you and says, "We'll likely have to swim from here, but it's looking a little bit rough, so be careful."
And she takes off some of her armor to prepare to swim. She is a minor dwarf, so...
Rock dwarf?
Yeah, rock dwarf. She probably has never swum before. So we shall see.
Well, you know what? Since you were clever enough to take your armor off, I'm going to let you roll your first swim check at advantage.
Okay. What would that be?
That is going to probably just be I'd say a strength athletics check for swimming. And we can go ahead and start those rolls. I'm not going to roll for Karl and Jarl. They look like human fish as they jump in the water and head towards the ship.
Yeah, she definitely hasn't swum before. She rolled an 8.
Ooh, and that was your highest roll.
That was my highest.
Okay, let me see what Tall Rob does here. Go, Tall Rob. Tall Robert has a +0 to athletics, so he rolled an 8 as well.
Oh.
Yep. So, Tall Robert and Hugh Dankwood are going to go ahead and take 1d4 worth of drowning damage.
Lovely. Okay, only 1 damage.
Only 1 for Tall Rob as well. Nice. Yeah, so as you guys start to sputter and go below the surface, you feel the strong arm of Jarl wrap around you, Hugh, and Karl drags Tall Robert up out of the ocean by the collar. And then he looks at both of you and says, "Not very much good swimmers, are you?"
Well, I'll be honest, I have not been at sea before until now.
Ah. Well, you're definitely missing out on a life of adventure. Hopefully you fare better on the ship than you did in the water. And then he just grunts and walks away from you. You guys are now up on the deck of the ship. And you can see that there is a placard on the main mast that says Nuthatch. And that is the name of this ship.
Okay. Interesting.
Jarl looks at you and says, "All of the good loot is likely below decks."
We better make our way there.
So you guys walk down the steps to the cargo hold. And you're going to find some things. And let me see what you're going to find. We are going to randomly generate this stuff.
Okay. Hugh, as she's walking, she does pull out her loot, and she's preparing to loot things, so she's beginning to play. And she goes, go ahead and give Tall Robert some bardic inspiration.
Can do. Okay. Okay, he will have 1d6 added to an ability check. So among the items, you find a large barrel that is filled with dried meat and fruits. You figure that barrel is worth about 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
You see a trunk that is filled with canvas and is quite heavy. You figure that is worth more like 250 gold pieces. You also find a barrel that is filled with coal. You figure that to be worth more like 75 gold pieces. You find a barrel of fine ale, which you figure to be worth about 300 gold pieces. What would you like to try to carry up above decks first?
I think the canvases and the alcohol.
Okay. It is going to take 2 people to carry the trunk of canvases. It is also going to take 2 people to carry the alcohol. So, who is carrying what?
I go ahead and I turn the barrel onto its side and start rolling it.
Smart. Okay. And you're going to try to roll it up the steps?
Just to that point, and then from there I will have Tall Robert help me because we're closer to the same height.
Awesome. Sounds good. Let's have Hugh and Tall Robert will both roll a strength athletics check to see how well they're able to get that barrel up the stairs.
I rolled another 8.
Tall Robert rolled a 2. He's got bardic inspiration, but it won't help him any. So Hugh and Tall Robert are just struggling, and they don't even get it up onto the first step.
Can I try again?
You can. As you're doing that, Jarl is just like, Karl, I don't know why we hired these people. They can't carry anything.
Wait a second. Before I try again, I get down on the ground. I find the hole for the beer, and I open it and drink some as it's pouring out.
Gotcha.
And
drinking some
then I cork it back.
Let's see. Let me roll a perception check for Karl and Jarl on that. Yeah. Karl looks at you and he's just like, hey, no trying any of the product. This is all for sale.
I was just making it a wee bit lighter. And I find all my strength all of a sudden. I rolled an 18.
Excellent. Let me see what Tall Robert does. Tall Robert does not do good. He rolls a 6. But with an 18, you are able to lift that barrel up onto the first few steps yourself without the help of Tall Robert.
Yep, I'm kind of rolling it just thump, 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 thump.
Jarl looks over at Tall Robert and just kind of shakes his head, and then he comes over to help you get the barrel to the top deck. And you said you're going for the trunk full of canvas next?
Yes.
Okay. Who's going to be lifting that one?
Let's do Karl and Jarl.
Okay. Let's see how the two of them do. Yeah, good rolls from both Karl and Jarl. They are able to get the trunk above deck without any issue.
Of course.
Yeah.
They're taller.
They're very strong, too. Very strong young men.
As a short person here, I know full well they did just fine.
You now have your barrel full of coal, and you have your barrel full of the dried meats and fruits.
Okay. I roll to see how I do with Tall Robert.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled another 18.
Hey, Tall Robert rolls a 19 this time.
Okay.
Yeah, he's learned to lift with his legs, and he's somehow able to get this up. So you guys are able to get that above deck, no problem. And that was what again? Was that the dried fruits and meats? Is that what we went for? Or the coal?
Oh, the coal.
We did the coal. Okay, so we got that. Okay. And now all that's left is the dried meats and fruits. Do you want Karl and Jarl to do that, or Hugh and Karl?
Let's attempt Hugh and Karl. Let's see what
There we
kind
go.
of dynamic that gives.
I like that.
I rolled a 12.
Yeah, 14 for Karl. So, yeah, you guys are able to get that one up above decks as well.
She actually does the smart thing and goes up the stairs first so that she is taller than he is. So there's like 3 steps separating them.
Yeah. But as you're going up, you know, Karl's complaining. He's belly aching. He's like, I feel like I'm lifting more than my share.
Oh, just hang on there. We're almost up at the top.
But as you guys start to get up to the top, you see the skies just have opened up. And the storm is now here. We got to load this onto the lifeboat quickly, Jarl calls out.
Very nice. Yeah, she starts trying to hurry up.
Yeah, so you guys start to load this cargo up onto one of the lifeboats there. But as you do, you realize now you are not alone, and you see 2 dark figures in the storm begin to approach you.
Hugh puts her hand up above her eyes and she says, "Oi, who's over there?"
And nobody calls out to you, but when they get close enough, you see that they are 2 very scruffy looking swords. And one of them looks at you and says, "We'll be taking all of your goods there. Hand them over."
And she just laughs and she says, you can sure try, but I'll go ahead and carve you out and sell your bones as a lampshade." And I cast vicious mockery.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. Do I roll against that, right? I have to beat a 14, is that right? Or 12?
It's a 12.
12. Okay. Let me roll for him. He beats that.
No.
He got 17, so he just smiles a toothless smile at you and says, "I like a lady with a little fight in her."
And she leans over at Tall Robert and she's like, "It appears he doesn't have many bones left," looking at his teeth, or lack thereof.
And Tall Robert's just like, "Yes, poor hygiene indeed, monsieur. But they'll write songs about your hygiene, how good it is."
She beams. She sticks her chest out, her hands turned to fist on her hips. Her very short, stubby self. Wind is blowing and her hair is flying back.
Nice. But now everybody's going to be in combat, so we've got to roll for initiative.
Okay. Oh, no.
Was that a 1 on initiative?
That might have been a 1.
Oh no,
She
Hugh.
got too distracted by her ego.
Hugh will have a disadvantage on her first attack.
Did you roll a 20?
I did. Tall Robert got a 20.
Save me, Tall Robert.
Oh, he's not the kind of guy you want to depend on to save you. He has a track record for rolling very low, indeed.
that last game.
Oh, that was painful. When he does hit with the guiding bolt, it's nice. But it's just getting him to hit is the problem. Okay, let's roll for Karl. Ooh. Karl also gets a 1. He is taken aback by this whole encounter, and he's going to have disadvantage on his roll as well. Jarl gets an 18, pretty solid. Wrecker number 1 gets a 6. Wrecker number 2, 11. It is Tall Robert's turn first. Tall Robert approaches our first wrecker with the very high-pitched voice and no teeth. He is going to try to attack with 2 daggers here. And he's going to do it, the first one, at advantage because of that nat 20 on initiative. Because that's how I like to do things. He will hit with that first dagger. Second dagger will not hit. He's going to do 2 damage to wrecker number 1. It is now Jarl's turn. Jarl will roll for his cudgel to hit. Bandit number 2. Oh my god. He rolls a 1.
Ooh, it's one of those days.
It's one of those days for the allies here. I'm just going to say he's not able to do it.
Okay, he fails.
He fails. He just crit fails.
I'm going to remember that the next time I roll a 1.
Yeah. I feel a little bit looser this time. I feel like being looser on the nat ones because we roll them so often.
Apparently.
Yes. If it's a bigger battle, higher stakes, then maybe someone breaks a weapon or gets attack of opportunity against them. It's now Wrecker number 1's turn. Wrecker number 1 is going to turn to Hugh Dankwood and is going to try to hit with a scimitar. Yeah, he'll hit. That's 22.
Ooh.
He'll do 5 slashing damage to Miss Hugh Dankwood.
Woof.
It is now Wrecker number 2's turn. Wrecker number 2 is going to pull out a light crossbow, and he is going to fire that at Tall Robert. And he does it at disadvantage. And this is important because the wind is blowing now so hard that you can see any ranged weapons are definitely going to be very difficult to land a hit with. He fires the bolt at Tall Robert, and the winds just push it off course, and it misses him. Hugh Dankwood's turn.
Okay, so I'm rolling at disadvantage. I run up with my mace and my greatsword. Am I rolling disadvantage for both of them?
No, just for that first hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will use my greatsword first. Will a 10 hit?
It will not.
Okay. Mace next. 10's gotta hit.
It does not. It hits very few things.
It hits the range, so I did something.
Does Hugh have anything else that she wants to do?
There's not too much else she can do, so that's it.
Gotcha. Karl is going to come over to Wrecker number 2 and attempt to hit with his trident, but he's going to do so at disadvantage. Actually, he will still hit with it. Go, Karl. Karl? Every time I say Karl, I think of Family Matters.
Every
I mean,
time.
you got to. You just got to. It's part of it.
We're not supposed to be saying our age, you know?
I know. I can't help but date myself. When it comes to the old shows, man, I love it. He's going to wield it with 2 hands. He is going to get 1d10 worth of damage on this thing. Nice. He'll do 6 damage to wrecker number 2. Wrecker number 2 definitely starts to look a little bit bloody. We're back up to the top of the order with Tall Robert. Tall Robert is already pretty close to wrecker number 1. He is going to try to use his spear. He will just hit with it. And he'll do 7 piercing damage with his spear.
Very nice.
It is now Jarl's turn. He is going to try to hit wrecker number 2 with his cudgel. He does hit with that cudgel, but he will only do 1 damage. It is now wrecker number 1's turn. Wrecker number 1 will try to hit Hugh Dankwood with the scimitar. He will miss. Wrecker number 2 is going to try to hit Karl with a scimitar. He will miss Karl. So as these 2 wreckers try to attack you, all of a sudden you feel the entire ship begin to shake and rock way harder back and forth than the storm had previously blown it. And all of a sudden you see 2 giant tentacles with toothed suckers grab both of the wreckers and just rend their flesh off their bones as it drags them down into the depths. And after you hear their screams subside as they are pulled beneath the waves, you see this gigantic creature crawl over the side of the Nuthatch and look you in the eyes with its glowing yellow evil eyes. Now I'm rolling for the Kraken's initiative. It is the Kraken's turn. The Kraken will try to take a tentacle swipe at Karl. It will just miss Karl. He was able to jump out of the way in the nick of time. It is now Hugh Dankwood's turn.
Hugh looks over at Tall Robert and she says, I hope you're prepared to make some calamari. And she claps her hands together and casts Shatter. So you need to make a Constitution saving throw of 12.
Okay.
I'm ready for that one.
Yeah, it makes it.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
No, I mean, the Kraken makes his roll.
Oh.
You don't hit him.
Oh.
Yeah, he got 18 just then.
I guess I will take a potion. That's all I can do.
It is now Karl's turn. Karl is going to attempt to hit the Kraken with the trident. He will hit the Kraken with the trident. 2-handed. He'll do full damage, 10 damage to the Kraken.
Very nice.
However, the Kraken does seem barely phased.
Mm-hmm.
We're back up to the top of the order now with Tall Robert. Tall Robert is going to try to attack with Guiding Bolt. However, since Guiding Bolt is considered a ranged weapon and the storm is raging, he's going to do so at disadvantage.
Oh, no.
He rolled a 1 on the first go. That wasn't going to work out no matter how you slice it. Let's see what Tall Robert has. Bonus actions he can use? Okay. In desperation, he is going to step up and attempt to use Flurry of Blows. He will hit with Flurry of Blows. He'll do 5 bludgeoning. It is Jarl's turn. Jarl will pull out a vial of acid. He will come, make sure he's within 5 feet, and he will pour it on the Kraken. Yep, he's good with it. He will do 2d6 acid damage to the Kraken. He'll do 5 acid damage to the Kraken. It is now the Kraken's turn. The Kraken will take a tentacle swipe at Hugh Dankwood. Yep, that's a dirty 20. That's going to hit Hugh Dankwood this time.
Glad I drank a potion.
It will do 7 slashing damage. I'm sorry, 7 piercing, if it matters. Damage is damage, though, to Hugh, I think. Except
I'm
for
hurt.
poison resistance. You're hurt. Alright, well, it is your turn, so you can get revenge.
Yay, I'm going to try to shatter again.
Do it.
You need to roll.
Okay. Yeah, got dirty 20.
Jeez. Hugh drinks another potion.
Go, Hugh. Tall Robert just screams out to you, hang in there, Miss Hugh. They're gonna write songs about us.
We can write the songs another time.
It is now Karl's turn. Karl is going to take another swipe with his trident at the Kraken. He will hit the Kraken, and he's going to do his damage. Oof, he does 1 damage. Basically completely misses the Kraken. Back up to Tall Robert. Tall Robert attempts Guiding Bolt. Oh, I forgot. I've got Bardic Inspiration.
See, I have done something.
That is actually going to help Tall Robert hit with Guiding Bolt. Tall Robert's going to do something.
Yay.
He's doing something. Here he goes. He manages 13 damage against the Kraken. And actually, he is going to now use his bonus action for Flurry of Blows. I keep forgetting he can do that. Tall Rob, you little scamp, you. Time to land some more damage, boyo.
Monk is definitely a cool character because of that.
He's going to hit with Flurry of Blows. Does an additional 7 more damage. The Kraken is starting to look a little bit worse for wear.
Okay.
It is Jarl's turn. Jarl is going to attack with the cudgel. I bet you can guess what happened, friends. Nat 1 for Jarl.
How many has that been so far?
I don't know. I just had a feeling, though. I had a feeling it was going to happen today. I was like, today's going to be the day that I rolled like 20 nat 1s.
That's bad juju. You're not supposed to think that. Think positive. 20s.
I need new dice, and side note, I may have ordered new dice.
He thinks I don't know, but I have access to his account.
I know. You see everything I spend, and I feel very ashamed. But you would think that would help me spend less, but it doesn't work.
I get notifications, he'll leave, and then about 15 minutes later, almost on the dot, I'll get a ding, and I'll look and I see Taco Bell order is ready.
Well, there you go. I just started keto. So Taco Bell's out for me. I have to make my Taco Bell at home.
No more dings for Taco Bell.
No more dings for Taco Bell, but my birthday's coming up, so maybe on a special occasion I might get myself a little Taco Bell. I don't know. No, it'll be fine. I tell you, it's crazy how fast food has went up. But anyway, we're in the middle of a battle. I digress. Kraken's turn. Kraken rears up and tries to bite Karl with his beak. It actually will just miss Karl. Just barely. Like very barely. But it does. An inch is as good as a mile. We didn't skip you, did we, Hugh?
I don't know, did we?
No, we didn't. Because your turn is now.
Okay, cool.
I want to make sure because I messed up the initiative order last time. So this time I'm really trying here.
We're really trying here.
We're really trying here.
Okay, so she is just going to use her mace and greatsword again. Hopefully. Okay, that is a 20 dirty, and this is a 15.
Both of those hit.
Wonderful. I've done something.
You've done it, Hugh. The story of Hugh the hero begins here.
10 damage total.
Okay. The Kraken lets out a shriek. And you get the idea it's about half dead.
Ah, yes! Did you see me really go for it?
I did, Miss Hugh. That very, very good. Very brave indeed.
She's so excited.
It's Karl's turn. Here comes Karl with his trident.
Karl.
Brick got a trident. Another one? Oh my god, folks.
I'm seeing these, I can see right over there.
These Svenson brothers, Karl and Jarl, have rolled a ton of nat ones. I should be tracking how many. Maybe when I go back and listen to this, I'll just count how many nat ones there were. Put it into the description because it's shameful.
Yeah. Just put it at the title. We rolled 8 ones.
Yeah, 15 nat ones. Tall Robert's turn again.
I am giving him a new D20 dice. Here.
I did think about trying my luck with the computer, but I will try that new die that you gave me, and we'll see how that goes. Tall Robert's turn. Tall Robert. Guiding Bolt.
You can roll the other one for the bad guys. That's cool.
There you go. There's an idea. Hey, I hit.
Yay!
It must have worked. Ooh, I will take it. 19 damage to the Kraken.
Ooh.
Jarl's turn. Jarl is going to hit with his little cudgel. That has yet to do any significant damage. Oh my god.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. No, that's a 1. That's a 1, right? I can't read that die very well. Is that a 7 or a 1?
I think this one is a 7. The ones are right here.
No, okay. I see the difference. It was a 1.
Okay.
It was a 1. Oh my god. Jarl! You guys need to just kick Jarl overboard. He's done. He's done. Kraken is going to try to bite Jarl with his beak.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Kind of hope he kills him. At this point, I'm just going to be honest.
Why did he come along?
Well, he's Karl's brother, and
Clearly the unsuccessful brother.
He is the less cool brother. Everybody knows Karl is the coolest with that big-ass trident he carries around. But Jarl's just trying to fit in, and Karl feels sorry for him because their mother's dying wish was for Karl to take Jarl under his wing, and now he feels obligated.
Like, from the beginning of birth, he was cursed. Karl came out first, and then Jarl did, and they had no idea what to name him because they were just expecting Karl, and they were like, well, Jarl's a good enough name. And that was the beginning of the end.
Yep. I think it was a situation where Jarl was actually born first, but, after the first couple of years, their father, Karl Sr., is just like, I think I'll just call him Jarl instead. He didn't want to pass his name on to him. After he caught him, like, shoving paint pellets up his nose or something. Then Karl comes along and he's like, there's my son.
He renamed him.
Yes. Man, this backstory took a turn. It took a turn. Kraken is actually going to hit Jarl with the beak, though.
Yeah, don't say.
He will do 8 damage to Jarl. Hugh Dankwood.
Okay. She's going to stabby stabby. Will a 14 hit?
It will not.
The other one will not hit either. That's my move. To be clear, Hugh actually has never seen battle before. This is why she does not hit anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's making a name for herself now, so...
Yeah, she's starting her journey.
Here come Karl with his trident. He will hit with his trident. That's, 17. Yeah, he will hit. And he is going to do his damage. He'll only manage 2 damage to the Kraken with the trident.
2 prongs.
Yes, half a prong. Tall Robert's turn. Guiding Bolt. Tall Robert critically hits with Guiding Bolt.
Yay!
27 damage to the Kraken. The Kraken is now looking very rough. Lets out another shriek. Black blood is coming from its beak. It is Jarl's turn. You know what that means, folks. Here it comes. Oh my God.
No way.
Oh my...
No way.
I kid you not, Jen. I'm leaving it right where it's at. Look at it.
We should have recorded this.
I know. I mean, I wish this was on video so that everybody could see. They just have to take my word for it, but like, that was another one.
But I'm seeing it.
I know. Jarl. I'm about to kill him, Jen. I'm about to just say that the Kraken swallows him whole. And he's dead.
I kind of want Jarl to come back, though.
Every time he critically fails, like, Karl is just shaking his head like, no brother of mine.
Aww.
Oh, man. It is Kraken's turn. He is going to take a tentacled swipe at Tall Robert. He will hit Tall Robert. He will do 7 damage, piercing to Tall Robert. Hugh Dankwood.
Yes.
You got this, Hugh.
I've got this. Nope, I don't got this. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 obviously hits.
Okay.
Very nice.
8 damage.
8 damage to the Kraken.
Max.
Very good job. This thing is on its last leg.
Did you see how I poked it?
I did, Miss Hugh. Very, very nice. Pay no attention to my critical guiding bolt I just did. That took like a quarter of its hit points away. They'll write songs about you, Miss Hugh. Karl's turn. Karl, being dismayed by the bad performance of his brother, now picks up his trident and tries to stabby. He will stabby. Not a bad roll at all. And he is going to do 6 more damage. And we're back up to the top of the order with Tall Robert. He's going to attempt to attack with 2 daggers. First one misses. Second one hits, thankfully. Hits the Kraken for 3 damage. It's Jarl's turn. I can't even say that with a straight face anymore.
There's no way it's going to be.
Watch him critically hit and kill the thing. Nope, not even close. Good. I was going to feel really bad. It wasn't a 1, but it was an 8. So he did not hit, but he did not kill it either. Kraken is going to try to bite Hugh with the beak. It will miss Hugh with the beak. 12 will not hit Hugh, right? Or does it just hit her? Oh, okay.
It just hit.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I was thinking you were like a Thelda this time. And yeah, okay, it is going to hit you with the beak. Hang in there, Hugh. Only 4.
Okay.
Piercing. And it is Hugh's turn.
Okay. Will a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Okay.
15 does indeed.
6 damage.
6 damage. Tell me how you kill the Kraken.
Oh, yes. She actually climbs up on top of it and she screams out a laugh. And she slices it and jumps down, and she's just completely dragging it as the Kraken just splits open.
Excellent. The Kraken splits open, the black blood covering the deck of the Nuthatch. And you don't even hear it scream as it is just ripped in half by Hugh, who is now covered with the black blood and laughing on the deck.
She takes her hands and she wipes as much oil, and you just see her beady eyes peeking through it. And she's like, Did y'all see how I crit hit with guiding bolt? To be clear, Tall Robert did that move. She got a little carried away, and she felt like she did that.
You know, if you want, you can roll a persuasion check to see if you persuade Karl and Jarl that you did do that.
Will do. How about an 8?
With an 8, Karl just looks at you and he's like, I did see the finishing move, and it was very well done. But looks like your little friend helped out as well.
She stopped listening after he said
Mm-hmm.
he did that. She did a great job.
Then he looks over at Jarl and he's like, As for my mistake of a brother, I don't know how I'll ever be able to recover from this.
Oh, he's good people. I slap him on the back.
He's sobbing. Jarl is sobbing. I think I'll cut your line. And he's not making any sense. He's sputtering.
Hugh, the lady she is, pulls out her little handkerchief from deep within, probably underneath her armpit. And it's covered in black blood. And she just shakes it and hands it to him to blow his nose.
Yeah, he doesn't even look at it. He takes it and he's just like... and blows his nose. And everyone is now out of combat.
Yay!
Hugh and Tall Robert are able to take the goods back to the Kettle and Kraken Tavern and are able to split the booty that they got off of the Nuthatch.
The booty?
The booty. And that is where we will leave it until the next time.
That was so good.
That was a fun one.
Oh my gosh, Hugh is definitely coming back.
Yes, Hugh is really coming into her own now. I feel like you've got her on lockdown.
I know, she just writes herself, really. I love her.
She does, yep.
Again, I want to get a tattoo of her. Now that you have an image in your head.
Nice.
You're going to have to, if anybody has any recommendations.
That is something I would like to see. But until next time, folks, we thank you for listening and catch us on the next episode of the Dorks at Disadvantage podcast.
Thank you so much, guys.
Bye-bye.